Yo, what's good? It's your girl, Niana Moore. Welcome to another sizzling episode of the Gossip Boxx. Did y'all miss me? I know y'all did. But enough with the small talk. Let's get back to the juice. After numerous attempts to get out of jail, the judge finally set a bail of $25 million for Mr. Suge Knight. And his reaction was unexpected. Y'all take a look.
Suge's attorney, Matt Fletcher, responded by accusing the prosecutor of watching too much Empire, relating Suge's situations to that of Terrence Howard's character, Lucius Lyon.
It's like she watches Empire and comes in and says he's an unrepentant and shameless criminal. Prosecute him. They believe the hype. They believe that it's like Empire again. They believe that this guy's out here running all these criminal enterprises.
Oh, Mr. Suge said that he is in solitary with no blanket and he showers occasionally. Oh, Mr. Suge, you don't like your jail? Then don't kill your friends and you don't have to go back. Speaking of Empire, if you have not watched the finale, I'm gonna need you to leave the room real quick because I got a few spoiler alerts for you. Here's what you missed.
If you remember the last episode ending with Lucius catching Boo Boo Kitty and his youngest son Hakeem fooling around in his arch enemy's house, so the finale starts with Lucius busting Hakeem's lip with a mean right hook and Cookie getting busy with Malcolm on a fur rug in a log cabin, girl. And did I mention Jamal is inheriting the Empire? Yes, the gay one. Now Cookie, Anika, aka Boo Boo Kitty, Andre, and Hakeem are united. Plus, Lucius no longer has ALS, and Uncle Vernon, played by Malik Yoba, is dead. Oh, and Andre's wife Wanda is pregnant, and she killed Uncle Vernon. The 2-hour-long finale ended with Lucius being arrested for murder of Bunky.
Now, we all know that it was clear that Cookie did not snitch, but it was also unclear for who did snitch. I guess we're going to have to wait till next season to see, and I can't wait. Speaking of thug life, Miss Johnny Blaze from Love and Hip Hop got them hands, and apparently she can't keep them to herself.
The rapper slash stripper has been getting into it a lot with Paris and Diamond over Richie Dollars. Now, I don't promote violence at all, especially black on black cat fights, but Diamond might have deserved it due to her attitude and her thought-like behavior. First, she moving across country from music producer Cisco. Now she clinging to Richie. While I'm on the subject of Cisco, he confessed his feelings of sin at her suicide awareness performance. She didn't say no, but she didn't say yes.
I'll keep you updated right here on the Gossip Boxx. Now, another cat fight that's worth mentioning is the one that happened on Black Ink Crew. While old shit is in rehab reminiscing, his mistress and baby mama decided to have a sit down.
Mistress and Black Ink employee Donna set up a meeting with fiance Anya after much coaching by Duchess. The fight was pretty much an even until Anya jumped out the moving cab for round 2 and gets her ankle ran over by the cab. Of course, Puma and Caesar are beefing once again. That's nothing new. But what is new is that Scott is serving 2 months in a Nebraska prison for credit card fraud. She was arrested in Atlanta during a trip and she was facing 9 years, but it was reduced. The one good thing that came out of the situation is Teddy realizing how much he cared for her after he pawned his infrared J's to raise money for her bail. And they are not the only ones with love in their hearts. Sassy introduced her new lady, Dee Dee, to the crew.
Make sure y'all tune in this week to see how Sassy Mama's handle her new news. And if you missed that, you can always watch the Gossip Boxx because I'll keep you updated. Kinda what? Kinda who? Y'all know I play too much. Y'all, found out why Reginald Carter is slamming Young Thug in his new album, Return Back from the Break.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Yo, what's good, world? Welcome back to the Gossip Boxx. My name is Niana Moore for those who are just now tuning in. Now, enough with the small, so let's get back to the juice. Now that Chris Brown has finally admitted that he has a 9-month-old baby named Royal, him and Karrueche are officially separated and they're in their separate corners. But that don't mean the drama stopped. It ain't no fun unless the homies have fun.
After Brown sent her a message about not letting the thought form from anger, her bestie Christina Milian took the IG with a video. Not so coincidentally, the background music in the video was Big Sean, I Don't F With You. And the hashtag read, we don't care, we ain't worried. But Chris Brown might have the final I don't care. Instant model Brianna May has been posting pictures with and around Chris, leading to speculations of a relationship. However, Chris responded to the rumors by tweeting, then deleting, he doesn't have a girlfriend and won't anytime soon. He says May is rolling with one of his homies, not him.
Now, we already know Lil Baby Karrueche still got feelings for Chris Brown. They still be liking each other pics, comment on each other pics, slick texting each other, and Chris Brown trying to have his little inner thought to make Lil Karrueche feel better. But it's all good. Y'all know what I'm thinking? Maybe if he would never told her about that baby, they probably would still have been together because they low-key was my favorite couple. But that's another story for today.
Anywho, Miss Karrueche Tran is in the headlines for something else. She decided to kick Oprah people out of her house. Where they do that at? Tran agreed to do an interview with OWN's network, Iyanla Vanzant, but the question started to steer towards her relationship with Chris Brown as she showed them the door. Tran said the producer said the interview would be positive and she felt like they were passing judgment on their relationship. Iyanla asked questions like, did you give it up to Chris Brown only because he's a celebrity? Tran denied and said they waited months before, but Iyanla didn't believe her. She was also asked about the decision to date Chris Brown knowing he assaulted Rihanna. To that, Tran said everyone deserves a second chance. But the question that broke Karrueche's back is when she asked why she took him back after he cheated. She finally calmed down, eventually letting him back in the house. But what did she expect? Chris Brown is the reason for her relevance.
The politics is here, but it's not what y'all think it is.
Young Thug announced this as the title of his new album. The problem is because of the feud going on between Lil Wayne and Birdman, Weezy's Carter 5 didn't even have a release date. Although Lil Wayne's older daughter, Reginae, has said she is steering clear of the beef between her biological father and her godfather, she had to share her feelings on this, tweeting, "Is he trying to be funny with the Carter 6? And try again if you think you're on my father's level." She went on to let him know that she is not trying to disrespect him, but he should realize they, herself, Weezy, and Birdman were family before the Starlights. She also made it clear that even though she is neutral, her loyalty is with her father.
That's good because loyalty is running real low in Lil Wayne's camp. In his latest book proposal, he says Drake admitted to sleeping with one of his girlfriends while he was serving time.
Weezy said Drake came to visit him when he was at Rikers Island on a gun possession charge and confessed. Lil Wayne was man enough to admit that it deeply hurt him, not because it was Drake, but because no man ever wants to hear this when he was behind bars. He also said that he was deeply depressed and didn't come out his cell for days.
Publishers are extremely excited about his new project. Hopefully it doesn't take that long to hit the shelves. I hope it's a bestseller. Good job to you, Wayne.
The brutality of young black men continues, and I'll have the latest when we return back from the break.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Another young black man is a victim of police brutality, but this time is a student of the University of Virginia.
Hey, what are y'all doing, yo?
20-year-old Martise Johnson can be seen here being beaten by alcoholic beverage control officers outside of an Irish pub on St. Patrick's Day. It's reported that Johnson was denied access to the pub after presenting a fake ID at the door. This led to him being arrested, but not before he was thrown to the ground face first on the pavement. His roommate Joseph Kinlaw disputes the fake ID allegation, saying Johnson doesn't even own one. He also says fake IDs are common among students everywhere, so even if he did have one, it's no defense for an assault. Students have since protested to show their support.
Johnson received 10 stitches and obtained a lawyer for the situation. We'll keep you updated on the Gossip Boxx with 2 X's as always. A Fresno, California middle school vice principal is now suspended for making racial comments. Y'all take a listen.
Who at this school do you not like?
Me? All of us. He just here for the fun.
You know, each teacher at least has to like dislike one person.
Even if it's good kids, you're like.
I just don't like the black kids.
Now the video you all just watched is the vice principal, Joseph DeFlippo. He is on paid leave as we speak until the school decides what disciplinary act to take next. Another act of racism hails from North Dakota's gun show. A vendor at the Collector's Classic gun show snuck in targets with black silhouettes reading "Running Nigger." Then he turned around and said that this was between black people and Negroes, and also said that he already sold 500 of them, so that's not his problem. Since the death of Trayvon Martin in the year of 2012, police brutality and the killing of young black men has risen. So I decided to take my time out to go to Jackson State campus and ask students on their opinion of the growing racism trend.
If we be honest, I study a lot of African American history, and this has been going on for decades upon decades. You see, the Klansmen are just now the policemen. It's institutionalized, so you don't see it. It's more methodic than it was before, but it's still what it is 100-odd years ago.
You can't be racist without being taught to be racist, because when people of different color, of different ethnicities are born, they're not even aware that this person is, they see the difference, but they're not going to treat that person any differently. They're taught to hate people that aren't like them, and I don't feel like it's fair or right. How can we move forward as a country if we're still on things that our ancestors brought to this country?
I think it's the same story. It's just more focused on now, so we have social media and stuff. I mean, the reason we even exist in this country, for one thing, is because of slavery. I mean, just be naive to think that there's not going to be racism. There's going to be racism forever. This is how it is, you know what I'm saying? Same like the Egyptians and the Hebrews when they mixed together. Stuff like that. But everybody in history who had slaves. So, I mean, it's going to get to the point where, though, like, black people just going to revolt. They're going to be the forefront. It's not just going to be black people. Like, black, white, Indians, everybody. Like, just poor people. It's going to be like a class thing. It's really more class. It's race. Just so having the black people be in the lower class. But, you know, that's what it is.
One thing that I think is necessary to discuss, especially for our young black men, is teaching them methods of interacting with the police officers peacefully. Because if more black men knew their rights, they would know that the police officer didn't have the right to search your car in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And they wouldn't have went to jail for that little ounce of weed or whatever they had in the car if they had known, no, you need to call back up, no, you need to call whoever.
I think it's sad, because it's like, it's nothing new. And I feel like there's nothing new under the sun. And I feel like it's going to continue if we don't, as black people, respect ourselves. A lot of these problems that we have comes from white supremacy and the whole police. Okay? Everything has been evolutionized. This KKK that moved to the white supremacy. I mean, to the police, which is the top white supremacy. Because I was just looking on the internet, and this white dude who got shot up like 36 times by the cops, he ended up getting paid like some money, but that's white supremacy. Black people, we just get shot up and we go. You know, so I just think that it's sad, and I think that the only way for this to really pass over, that we have to start ourselves first. We can't just go and just make people just change. We have to be a representation of our culture.
Remember, for those who are fans of the show, you can watch other episodes of the Gossip Boxx on YouTube channels, Niana Moore TV or TV Junkie. And for all our Jackson State students that are big fans of the show as well, you can catch us on Tiger TV on Channel 22.